almost hope that hasn't given Navi false confidence here, and they still have even more to show on.
Let's get it!
There's one team that loves to bring their A game. It's Faze. Never an
Faze known for slow starts, by the way. Don't give up if you're a Navi fan early. If things may look horrendous at the beginning.
Let's see what
wait, I just said Faze has slow starts. Scheiße. If the start looks bad, we're in trouble.
Brokey really woke up, so I
with
can't
the
wait to
weirdest
see
new model
Brokey
alive.
on the AWP on a Dust 2.
Cam?
Not quite Faze's
So many
debut.
things to think about as a streamer. Guys, you wouldn't get it.
Pretty
The Cam, then...
to G2 back at Dallas, but had time in the lab, time in the kitchen, cook up something. Aggressive CT side start,
stressful.
Take lower, they bail, and they die on the way back. Wonderful gets that mid
Nice,
pick
Wonderful.
as Navi split the A side.
Oh, quick reactions though.
He was going to try run down Rain over here on short, but he's lost one.
Oh!
We'll pick up that trade onto Rain.
JL Habibi.
JL tries to spring this trap down in lower. You're going to see him here a hell of a lot trying to cut down rotation.
Scheiße.
Not able to find anything in this round.
3v2.
2v3 for Frozen
This is
and
not
Rops.
retakeable.
These two were very much
Especially
the
not
standout
without a
players in
kid.
that Saw matchup yesterday. Frozen with a horrifically slow start, but then a hell of a recovery to go alongside it.
Planted for pit, bit in
Let's see
pit.
what form they're in now as they move in. A man down. Whoa, Rops, that is clean.
Oh, almost
quick
kicked
turn, him is dead. Rops with the jiggle, and Alexi will find him. Frozen might pick up the trade, but there isn't time for this.
Considers the kit.
Bit with the swing, and with that kill not coming through, it's a Navi pistol round to open up Dust.
Carrigan's got it, Brokey's back with another, and Frozen's got all the util in the world around his armor. So
we have a false buy on Faze. Double scout setup.
Navi, for example,
see that a lot on Dust.
Full rushed long and took that space back.
Carrigan on the scout is dangerous,
on
bro.
the bomb side, just wiggling. Double layered scouts here. Oh, that's a nice corner smoke. It's going to get Navi into pit.
Wow, they placed both scouts on A long. Lol.
Right now, it's all a bit of a fake out.
If we plant on B, how the hell are they going to retake?
Allowing them to get up catwalk into Rain Steagle.
Remaining. Dude, this game, chat. Compared, the Australis was a Resident Sleeper game, lucky. It was one-sided.
Early opener for Faze Clan.
I wasn't emotional for either team.
Hanging around on short. He's going to maintain that position. Meanwhile, these scouts
go, bro.
Try to take a little bit of room over at long.
Carrigan dangerous on the scout. I told you.
Scheiße. He's going to take so much more than that.
I told you, man. Gets another one to half.
That is worst case scenario. 172 damage done by that
40
one
seconds,
scout.
and we're running into another scout. We didn't expect this, did we?
Quickly getting away from Navi.
Jail and bit. Jail coming from short. Has to get through Rain and Rops. Not going to be an easy task.
Coming up catwalk.
Has the bigger gun now. Nice Jail. Down to 50 HP though, 25 seconds. Clock against him.
25 seconds. Faze just played to survive.
20 bullets, 2 enemies.
Out of position now. Frozen
has to be fast. Not even possible.
Hits another deagle. That's 3
kills
try from the Norwegian in this 4-spy round. Well, I guess on one side you have Faze, they just define experience, and on the other you have Navi, who definitely have had recent success in the last year or so, but some of these players, you know, the standout players,
we can hear Alexi
JL
yapping.
and Ema specifically, have not
love
played
the hot
Dust
mics.
2 at a high level in their careers, if you consider
with the first person
recent
fucking view model
trajectory of
looking
them
crazy.
rising to tier 1 since Dust 2's
Range 28
removal of the
HP.
map pool. So this is going to be a true test for Navi.
Goes down.
His opponent yet coming in on this B split. That's
Robin with the long range MP9. How does he get 3? 4!
He farms them up with the MP9.
Sorry, 3.
Easily done from Faze. The force back for Navi.
He should have gotten 1 maximum
damage, but no more. Just unlucky.
Scheiße.
Clock's out.
Yeah, it felt like Navi had all the room to work with in middle, exactly what they were looking for, right? And so maybe if he just tried to sneak out a little bit later while they're homed in on window,
keep in mind this is Navi's map pick.
Something real juicy.
Brokey calls top mid clear, and then Frozen sneaks into lower.
Which means Faze got to choose which side to start on. They feel more comfortable on CT side.
Let him off on this one.
I want to get 60 rounds.
Alive.
Then I feel comfortable.
On loose. Nice. Carrigan's having a great day already. You can tell.
Damn.
Cleanly done for Faze, but it was always meant to be. Here is the real rifle round now for Navi.
Come on.
JL just patrolling on his own for the moment.
I'm just kidding. Brokey?
This was something Navi didn't really have to worry about, was an AWPer that would push and prod these mid attempts, right? Whenever they wanted the short to A, they would often get this space. And so curious how involved
Alexi on the Galil. We all remember the Vertigo incident. Also says it on this name
big
tag.
Gap. They can just get up cap. Frozen's crossfiring CT with Brokey, who's undecided.
We're cooking up a mid to B.
Forces a smoke.
Frozen.
Both spots.
Early smoke.
Tag. Good
Which
timing
is
of
great.
the piece.
Oh,
Frozen,
man.
he bites two on the
We
spray.
needed a refrag there
JL's
from
got
Bit.
that B entry though, and he is going to run through the smoke. They don't know Brokey's in the smoke.
Nice, JL!
Will cost you maybe even the round.
Opens up the bomb site. B up single-handedly. That could win the round. Alexi, they don't know about him. Goes down.
In the head-to-head. So
JL, no need to be.
Sure. But the bomb makes it into B, meaning
We can play passive. We can play passive. Okay, now we play passive. Fixed it. Let's not get greedy.
2 kills on the opener to even make this round happen.
Wonderful on RVP. Switches it over to our Wonderful.
Gonna arm Wonderful with his weapon of choice as well. He's thinking about his teammates.
They have kits for the retake. Also Molly.
Wonderful comfortable in this post plant. That makes life a lot easier to hold this tunnel's angle.
Wonderful.
To do with the rifle,
wow.
With the AWP, it's quick work made of it.
Boom!
Him and JL
What a setup!
Round just between the two of them. It starts with the 2K opener.
It's going to be Navi getting their first rifle round done and dusted.
JL.
Drops close B. Great flash. JL's got him trapped, but
We saw it was RVP, no?
I don't think it's looking like a punish.
Let's
Rops
respect
can
that.
Get out. That lurk smoke down. Options
JL is trying to
available.
open up B again.
The team are very much assisting him out of this position. 2 AWPs for Faze.
Hey, if he's showing us one thing, he feels very comfortable in
Double
entering
RVP setup
B.
on Face Clan.
Yeah.
Robin cool on the RVP.
Already he's put a tremendous
One
amount of
RVP B,
pressure on
one
Brokey.
RVP A.
Trying to take this long sight line.
That's a miss. I think we know now double RVP.
What would it be
JL
in the
saw the
debut in
RVP on B,
Navi's
no?
Dust? We hadn't seen... Navi went B once in their entire T side, so you never really got to see what JL was capable of on the entries there. He was often the guy cutting down rotates.
50 seconds. We look like we're aiming for another mid to
Job
B.
has no idea. This is a very cheeky play.
It's
from
the
Rain.
same exact
Alexi-
setup from last round.
Rain drops down.
Alexi lurking towards
They
A.
both caught each other by surprise on that one.
And then the mid to B
It's
deluxe.
gonna be this mid to B. Rain's just getting there in time. He can flash through, keep the pressure on. Corridor smokes in the middle. Carrigan
30
trying to play
seconds.
ahead of them in B.
Oh, the smoke gets denied, and Carrigan's only good for one. This B site is becoming a problem for FaZe Clan.
Clean.
And Navi, they're very happy with it. They'll exploit that.
Tempting.
1 kill back for Frozen. I mean, you're still a man down, but with deeper angle from him or in mid.
That's the sparring to watch. I'm bored reading your
entice them
messages.
for a retake here.
He did that.
So he does well to get out of there and just stay alive, play the numbers game.
Mr. I fuck. Oh.
Usually
Oh, man.
util long and take that control.
I'm washed when it
Navi
comes to
move
skins
in.
collecting.
They always have a player, usually it's Bit,
With
listening for
CS2,
that
something
info.
changed. I'm not even
And so
kidding.
if they don't hear the usual volley, they'll go and take long control, and that means that your short
I
players
think
will
it's
struggle
because-
to find anything. This is more like
Is this
it
a
all
replay?
across the map.
Nice, Chev.
What the
FaZe come
fuck?
up with the goods on the openers.
Oh my god.
Even
Nine,
follow-up
nine,
spam from Frozen.
It's just death POVs right now.
This was
It was a
pistols,
Hail
no?
Mary of around Navi, never even knew what hit him.
Every peak punished.
With CS2, a lot of skins don't look like the same they looked in CSGO.
Swung off cat with a deagle.
You don't know whether they will change it or not. All the sun, glacier,
point.
black pearls are not
Everything
glaciers
came up
anymore.
for
They're just
FaZe.
normal black pearls. I don't like the uncertainty.
Doors right now.
Katowice stickers, I
having to
think,
make
as
it
well,
Pushing lower tunnels.
fell
You
off
kinda don't
more
wanna
with
give-
CS2. Low key.
You won't give both
It's
kills
like, what should I
away,
buy?
so the round should still be safe.
Or will you?
Oh,
He is good for it. That's the bomb. That should guarantee the round. It's clean with the tabs, but
yeah, just to go back to like the cool thing about this T side right now is you'll know
It's good
like,
time
in
to
almost
buy,
every
no?
one of these
No,
rounds,
because
Bit will
prices
go and
didn't
sit
go
at
down.
the long doors early. Wait,
fuck?
listen for the util while they
play. He's re-peaking tunnels there.
Not the best buy on Navi. We invested
Bit of a
fully.
B-aggro. This
It's
is
only
so
enough for a
reliant on
Tech
the
9 on
pick,
Bit.
though. Faze don't give
Deagle on
away the
Alexi.
kill. Navi won't go.
Wonderful
They just
JL
hope
have to do the
Wonderful
most
gets
here.
5-on-4. Grenades go in.
We're all positioned towards B.
Minimal damage. It seems like they might scale with this AWP holding plat for them, knowing no one has crossed past the bomb site. Great position for Rops, though. Is it a bit high up? Oh,
Wow.
wonderful. So fast on that AW. Carrigan flashing himself in.
Yeah.
Catches a back turn, drops the orb.
B is
Navi
open.
still own that B bomb site.
We have a single molly on Bit, which isn't on B.
Smoke.
yeah, they don't have a smoke
the
for
cross
the door.
will be
That
tough.
could be problematic. Brokey
Oh,
has
thank
a
God.
chance to catch them crossing. Rain might try and walk this, but if he does, he's got to be aware for JL. And instead, he'll slow it right down. That
LOL!
was the
Zero
chance
damage.
to level
How?
the playing field and deal with this lurk.
It's bulletproof
Instead,
brick.
Rain's tagged up. Frozen misses his window of opportunity, and none of these fights have gone Faze's way. They've got to start writing this off.
They're in trouble, though. Bit's up Cat. He can backstab them. They have to exit middle. JL knows they're running away, and with Bit behind, he can go hunting through the door. That's great pressure for Bit. He only... Oh, my God, JL. Ludicrous display. One more, maybe, baby. He's going to find it. 4 kills for JL.
Quadra kill. Sorry.
Phenomenal stuff.
Nah.
And the whole round,
this is good.
I'm watching Bit.
I mean, I think some of the rotation plays from JL have left me wanting
Frozen
a bit.
down
But
to 24.
his ability to open up the V site has been phenomenal. And Navi didn't even have to play that card yesterday versus Source, so there is still a lot more depth. Or versus Astralis, rather.
Ime. Oh, 5-7 is dangerous in close quarters.
Already in lower tunnels, but they're aware this is a possibility.
Who the fuck bought a decoy?
Tagging the scout with the 5-7, that feels like a guaranteed kill, but...
Here's another example around like playing that early round info, right? Bit didn't hear the util long, so what's his immediate reaction been?
Double
Him and
scout
Alexi
setup
have
on
taken
A.
this long
Monka
control.
S. We lost to this.
The scouts this time aren't looking like they'll deliver, but Carrigan does trade that out. That was not an easy one to find.
Flank from Robs. This is looking bad.
He rushed it, so now he's told his team to stack up.
This is almost an eco. They didn't even buy Kevlar, guys.
Noise at the right time. He's going to have great timing on his flank.
We hear that, right? We hear that.
No, he's coming in.
Nice.
JL turns around. And now,
40
at that
seconds.
point, you
He
realize
is open right
Faze
now.
are going to be triple stacked on the site, ready. So it's fine to recommit, but you need some backstab. You need some pressure elsewhere. JL going in. Doesn't have a smoker. He would have done mid to B, and that would have put so much pressure on. Instead, just trying to
has
appear
a
on
smoke.
catwalk. Basically, rotating round the world. It's been so long.
Just
But
Carrigan
back
with
for
the scout.
info. Carrigan's just nailing them with a scout today. But it still doesn't matter.
Always liked the scout.
But even so...
Oh god, he can cut off the bomb and win the round! He can cut off the bomb and win the round! Please!
Dropped in.
Please.
There's a gap. Big old gap.
Oh,
It's just
If Imo was low HP, holy shit.
Just the tag, not the killing blow. If he was the bomb plant found.
Sheesh.
This is really sick, though. This is exactly what you want from this matchup. Is JL
I think they
looking
would have
this
had time.
good? What you would be extremely happy with that.
Best slam full investment.
Oh, knife out. Oh my god, he recovers.
What is that
Jumps
angle?
on top of the bin. Puts him in one.
Go back to scouting, buddy.
Orb's good, though. Oh, that bounced awkwardly.
Rain playing
Not
left
behind
hand.
Blue. Rain still gets it done. The flash is good. Rain.
Nice, Alexi.
so
We'll get
close, not
refract.
quite.
2v3.
He out with the advantage.
But it's JL
It
wonderful.
was really awkward.
We saw that they
from
can
a flash,
flash.
but then ran out like a whole second before the flash was in. Might have been a very different story if the timing
We
was
have
better
the bomb. We have a smoke from it to
So
be.
instead, it's just down to 2.
B,
But these are the 2 you
stronger
want if you're
defense, though.
Navi. JL and Wonderful
2
both
there.
having a commanding performance in this game so far. They're going to start to work their way
Brokey
out
pushing
towards
from
middle.
short as well, boys. This is bad news, Billy Bears. Brokey's going to be so
Wonderful
quick on the
scoped
flank.
in, gets that opener, Frozen on the receiving end of the AWP, and so it's all eyes on Rops. Only armed with the MP9.
Rops with the
Brokey
MP9,
is a
scheisse.
long way away. Rops needs
JL.
something here, and slowing it down might not
JL
be enough.
needs
but
to
Brokey
find the
gets
bomb
there
as
just
well.
in time. JL's got to do
Yeah.
this all alone.
7 HP versus Brokey RBP. Brokey knows his low HP, switches to the secondary.
But
Scheisse!
he runs at JL, and the USP will lock in the round for Faze. Brokey saves the
Nice
day
try.
and slows JL's roll. You get the lower tunnels kill on Rops of all people. You know you want to go in.
Oh, what an
Rain
entry.
full blind on the attempt to take long. So Brokey from the car position. He's got to put Faze back in the driver's seat.
Handbrake pulled up for Navi, though.
Both teams are so good. What a game.
Screeching to a halt here. As
So
they see
refreshing
Faze have
after
taken
this.
space
Astralis
everywhere else
versus
on the map.
Saw. My days.
Felt hard for Rops to replicate yesterday's
great
performance
CS right
with
here.
the hand they're dealing him at B. Carrigan
Ime.
takes his scout up. Cat.
Is this just a scout? It's just a
Like
scout.
City City,
Nice.
though, and Alexi B is able to finish him before he even gets a tag.
Brokey RBP.
Positioning and running in.
Oh no,
He's
1 by
gonna
1.
hit the first,
Scheisse.
though.
Thank God.
Tries to swing out for
Bit
more.
with the
I mean,
pre-fire
it's kind
deluxe.
of all he could do there. He's being pressured from Cat and from the long side, and so that dream of a 6-6
Oh,
half
get them the smoke.
might not
Nice.
come through for Faze. It's just Frozen and Rops left in this one, and with the bomb going down, with the site taken, and so much control for Navi. They're just shooting
guys,
their way back in.
7 on T side.
1v2, low on health.
That's
no
really good.
chances, Navi. Oh, they're not
What?
able to put a stop to him yet, but the nade from JL will.
He almost had
so
that.
they run away with their advantage on the
NT.
T side, moving into the second half of Navi's Dust 2. Here of watching both these teams and how they take the Dust 2.
Come on, I want the
We're
pistol.
still yet to have
Winning the
a
pistol.
full picture painted for how
And
they
the
like
follow-up.
to play it.
Carrying
big.
loves a P250. Able to assist with some util down mid. They're going to pop out lower with this Xbox smoke. Blocking Ema. Oh, that's an entry
Bit
for
always
Bit,
highest
though.
headshot percentage at
Double
tournaments.
upper B push, and they will not stop at that. JL goes sending around the world. This will leave him completely out of
Tons
the
of
round
info.
for a while. If he can play that late long, who knows? Navi just going to try and stall for him. Ema drops off. They run before the smoke appears. Alexi, a nice
Alexi!
two from the captain of Navi.
Holy.
They don't even know about this big flank all the way behind. Frozen's given up, and Brokey planting the bomb, but this is still a
42.
very comfortable situation for Navi.
Oh,
Brokey
Brokey
on the
catches
jump is
Bit
crazy.
jumping, and they hear JL's footsteps. Oh,
No, no,
flying
no, no.
Frozen
No
offers
way.
up another.
2v2.
This one was just the
Kit
two
on
for
Wonderful.
Faze, and they've battled
If
their
Wonderful
way
dies, the
right
kit is
back
not
in, and
retrievable.
now it all falls to Frozen,
Nice.
entrusted
Not for him.
with the P250. He's going to have to close the distance on this bomb plant. He's
Together,
really
together.
going to make some ground up here, trying to
Smart
close
from-
the gap and
smart
move
from Navi.
on in, but the
I think Alexi
defuse
said,
held
bomb,
from
bomb.
Wonderful, and there's nothing that Frozen can do. Navi
Big call.
sniped that pistol round away. It's another close pistol, but one that Navi are able to win out.
Let's not do
Commits
that
so
again.
hard to that long position. He can't stop the
Faze
defuse.
got the
They-
plant, but doesn't
tricks
force
right
by.
now. Spinning on it.
Such a big spot
Question
for
mark?
him as well to have seen Bit
That's
crossing
not common,
into
Chad.
lower. Brokey tried to peek every angle at once, and that's a decision he comes to regret.
Bit's just a dust player, man. You just know it. You can tell every time. His T side
Why?
didn't really
Money
need
update.
to carry him through.
LOL!
Nice deagle for Robs.
Do you not do that anymore?
Rob
No
Stiegel,
way.
1v5.
No.
Did T-side get nerfed?
Oh, immediately deleted on the wide swing. And so the conversion, it's landed for Navi.
Why are you saying pity? Come on.
With the lower smoke dropped in from Navi and then that molly in top mid, this kind of slows down the first rifle round for Faze. They had to consider, you know, what if Navi were playing ahead of the smoke? Molly physically takes the pace out
Thank
of
you,
the top
Gimabion,
mid
for the
push.
resub.
They finally have some cat control here.
Yeah, man.
However, there's layers of defense for Navi ready to move in and teed up
Guys,
on the
this
back
against
of the flashbang.
full by Faze.
Bit and Emma bite down on the mid control.
Dude.
Go Navi.
Second chance at life. Not that he needs it. 5v2. Faze desperately trying to claw back this disadvantage.
50 seconds.
This map was in the pool.
Thank you. 30 seconds remaining. Boys, if we win this round right here,
Tucked in CT
Face
right
next
now,
round,
gonna
no
get that
money,
spot
especially
there.
without a plant. This is a GG, a
Flash
grr
comes.
grr.
Rather smoke on the catwalk. They are just buying as much time as possible.
Dude.
And Ema can flash Bit through CT. If that smoke does come down, it might have to. 20 seconds. They know they need the kills, and they're going to go for them right now.
Bit.
No shot you're winning this round, Faze. 10
drop.
should be locked in as Bit finds 4
Flawless!
frags in middle
Against a full buy.
on this CT side.
Someone's
Pistols
very
only.
at home here on the sands of Dust, but also Alexi. Dust was always a good map for the Ent squad, and only really started to drop off once he was removed from that team.
Alexi playing anti-flash. Gets one, backs off.
peeked.
Dude, this is some prime CS.
To the flash and catches Frozen before the smoke blooms. They're going to run through. Don't know about this car position though. Alexi doesn't need help, he says. Captain keen to get involved. As well as Carrigan on his CT side. Alexi's second triple kill of the half already.
He just looks very at home, doesn't he? Very familiar with where he's got to be looking and when. He swings back into the short fight and is able to nail it, and now it's just Brokey
We're
left standing
snappy
down
right
here
now, bro.
in pit. Navi This
Navi today,
great form
a lot better than the one yesterday.
open up
And we
this
even
series.
beat
The one
Australis
thing you
2-0.
do really get in this game, it feels
This is
like
where it all
it's
goes
gone
wrong,
by
no?
so quick. It does get tagged on that cross. He's going for the big control.
This is where you lose it all.
Oh no, miss flash. That's fine. They're going to get up cap for free. No resistance.
Come on.
Orb, not a factor.
Pretty
for
much
Navi.
last
It's
chance for
wonderful
Faze.
inside of the site.
Bit at 17 kills. He's having a crazy second half.
You've at least put a good amount of pressure on here if you're Faze. You're fast running out of the resources to kind of keep this up, so eventually they've got to make their mind up here. Going to try and get out mid.
Immo pushes the smoke criminal, gets a triple! Holy shit, holy shit, this is done!
And then JL,
That kills his team.
little bloodthirsty, hungry for even more.
Navi on Dust 2, you better fear them.
I'd already thrown it.
His util have been so good in the round. We've had guys like Device say that Dust 2's always felt like a 50-50 map, but Astralis would say no, it's 100% mate.
Okay.
Quick clash on the catwalk. Rain gets that trade at
Lots
least.
of deductions on this
Keep
map
this
point.
momentum going.
Broke
The
on
attention's
the
pulled
Eagle.
away for long for the time being. Bit gonna have to reposition here. Tries to get himself out of the firing
Nice
line.
Bit.
He is the danger right now. Carrigan dead. First man out from long.
Yeah.
Bit just keeps on going. Looking for
Chat.
even more. Bit has
Bit
destroyed Faze
Is
Clan.
unstoppable right now.
And just one more left to
Boom.
fight. It's all Bit, baby. Is
4K from Bit to
locked
finish
in.
this.
Another win on Dust 2.
Top of the leaderboard.
Oh, they've done it on Dust. Can they do it on Nuke?
Oh, aggression out in the yard for Wonderful, but he's caught crossing. And so never even gets to survive the run. Oh, a nice response here from JL, who's having a field day. A bit of luck goes his way and sees Rain exit the pistol round early.
It's a committed position. They jump around Alexi B, but Emus come in for support. It's just Brokey off guard, bomb drop. Alexi can re-aggress, and that bomb is loose in the back.
We won all pistols so far. Let's win this fourth one as well. Third one, sorry.
Time and time again, but he is all alone down lower. They come dropping down the vent too little too late. Rob's just trying to survive the night right now. Both players pushing and prodding as he awaits his flank from Frozen.
J double kill.
Gonna take a moment to get there, but the gap's starting to close on Robs. He's able to respond, and now Alexi, here's these footsteps of Frozen moving in behind him. It was the 1v1
He killed him
for
as
about
well.
half a second, a millisecond even.
And here,
In the end,
Was I the
Faze are
problem?
able to walk away with that
Would they have
pistol
won?
round.
Scheiße.
I saw Rob's warming up in between
Nice
maps,
try,
not
nice
often
try.
the team huddle, right? Because day one
I ate some
of
nuts.
London, he looked phenomenal.
I had a handful of
Absolutely
cashew nuts,
astounded
bro.
against Saw, but
I needed a
don't wanna
reducer.
look too deep into the Dust too. I think there are a couple of awkward rounds in there
Let's go.
to change. It's been forced by Galores though, but Navi are not winning this one. Same as Astralis on the other side.
Full eco.
Gonna get that quick cross for Rain. He knows with USPs spamming off, he can farm up. Tries to break.
Rain with the
team group in
Mech
lobby.
10.
This is really for me where FaZe absolutely needs to prove their in this series.
They're going to flash late through heaven. They completely left the A site with the goal of using JL's flashbang to move in. And a good chunk of damage found, sure. It doesn't get much more exciting than that.
But Bit even getting a
When I
kill
saw
on
how
the full
blind
eco.
everyone was, I was like, oh, maybe this gets interesting. The FaZe are able to recover.
If we have another Bit masterclass, guys, should be tonight.
Really hope we get the 3-map series here. But
Rob's
the
grinded so
question,
hard. He was
so
playing
much on
deathmatch, no,
FaZe
during this halftime break.
and how they can
sorry,
brush off
during
that
this map
previous
break.
map. Sure, Navi pulled a great comeback
I think
against
he was.
Astralis yesterday, but I also do think that CT side was ugly behind this utility. No third smoke. There it goes. A little late to the party. Rain will be able to cross. It's Bit on ramp getting pressured here. Ooh, well-timed smoke.
Calm down,
Rain
Frozen.
doesn't cross. Had the chance to.
If 13-0, $1,000 giveaway, you already know.
This opens up a world.
Every time we watch
into
a pro
that
game.
A-bomb site. JL yesterday.
It only doesn't apply for games that I play.
In this position.
Because, hey, what? I would have given away millions.
To fight this top hut man.
Always go 13-0.
Timing is key. It gets down maybe a little
But
early.
when pro play, 13-0,
He's
yeah.
ready to go.
Always okay.
And he buys himself a few more seconds. That hit is looming, and JL is so blind. If he's able to cause chaos, it could give rise to Inner coming in through the vent, and it will, but he can't chain together the second kill. Aggression in through the lobby in the meantime. And Alexi spotted back in garage. That triggers Frozen to drop down lower with this bomb on his back. And Rain's going to be there to join him late on the outside
on Alexi
cross.
and the smoke.
Both players for Navi
We have the better guns.
ramp side, and right now there's a small window for the 2v1 on Frozen.
Annoying position. And he's playing it off angle too.
Rain's only got this Mac 10
Alexi!
to work with.
Frozen wonderful refrag. Can he get the double?
But now Rain's got to be
Rain
the one
only
to
a Mac
mop
10.
it up, and maybe not the gun
Wonderful
for the
needs to
job.
pick up the
There's no
kit
head armor on
of
Wonderful.
Alexis' dead body.
That Mac 10
Found
hits
it.
that much harder. Smoke on
Uses
the bomb.
smoke too.
And Rain's just toying
Time
with him
ticking,
around
though.
the doors.
Will he just stick it?
Looks
Do
like
pros
he wants to
take or
try and
not?
commit to the stick here. Tap on the bomb.
He faked.
Rain's got
Not
the knife
time.
pulled. Oh, Wonderful is run down as Rain delivers
And
in the
cheer.
1v1.
That all outside. Cross comes in, break, but missed shot for Wonderful.
Tag,
that's
not a
annoying.
miss.
You see from him often.
Yeah, like you got everything
Lol.
you're looking for.
18 HP Robs.
Inna's even
If
run
only
out of ammo.
committed.
Chased down
Scheisse.
by Robs. Almost the double opener, but JL's able to cook up responses here, left and right with Carrigan and Robs both dead. JL tries re-aggressing into the lobby. We'll come to regret that.
I like the
back
face,
over the 3-on-3.
Don't need to commit. They have Rain already pushed deep at red again, and it's not info that Navi know, not for certain.
Oh, timing?
The timing on that cross, he gets spotted. That's info passed down to the lower player of bit.
Wonderful.
On patrol, Wonderful's dropped in from heaven. I imagine silent, because Faze would have reacted if they heard it. Lexi goes up on over the top of the hut, waiting for what feels like an A split. But Wonderful has cleared the hut out in its entirety. Can't go any further. Rain's still looking for this lower player. Bit early off of the ramp, inside of the deck. Rain finds that kill. Does that tempt him down through door, down to B? If
Rain
it
sees him
does,
earlier
Navi
there.
are waiting.
Oh, Wonderful's inching closer and closer with each passing second, and Frozen just lies in wait. Collects that one for free.
I never saw Alexi.
Annoying.
When he hears them
Is
moving around
right-hand
a ramp
peak
like
that
this,
OP?
and you know that Rain's got lower, there's no more
Rain saw
attempting this
everything
round
there.
for Alexi B. It's a Phase, keep it flawless
Damn,
with the
bruh.
5-0.
Surprise, Wonderful full commits there. But I guess knowing that they already have lower, ramp's the best option. He wants to try and flank them or cut them off.
Yeah, and you haven't had outside all round, right? You gave that up the moment it got down to the 3-on-3, so you knew Rain was lower, but you don't really have the bearings on where anyone else has gotten to.
5-0 on
This
T-side.
is everything you wanted from Faze, right?
Aua.
5-0 T-side start on their map pick, going back to their roots on
We got
Nuke.
nothing going on right now.
Navi relatively tamed versus their game
Emoji,
yesterday. No need to repeat here. Time is in Alexi's side.
Yo, stop putting a mustache on me. What the hell?
Can't believe I've been watching this guy yap for 6
The orb is
months.
kept on for Wonderful.
What? Thank you for the 6 months.
Keep in mind, right? Like when we saw these teams face off on Nuke, it wasn't 13-5. It was an absolutely dominant affair to Faze.
Yeah, I think the thing that really hurts about that last round, now in hindsight, the Phase pick up the round dominantly was the Wonderful miss. Right?
Zazen are legal in Germany.
it's
Have you tried it?
at the
I
start of the
tried
round,
it
you
before. It
kinda
was
go,
illegal.
okay, that's unfortunate, but if he stops Rain going
Not a
lower
fan.
in the first place, that awkward moment later in the round never even materializes where they lose bit on the lower bomb site.
Robs.
Really tried to force that opener there, but the door smoke is very deep. So there's no gap. Oh, we got a ramp flash. In they go. But full blind is bit. That's awkward. Looks right into it. They know Alexi's still here, or at least someone is.
JL when it's not 5 silvers. Bro, he was top
taking
fragging on
his
those
time
two.
outside, Should be aware
Shash,
what
he's
they
still
are, aware
top
Wonderful's AWP is in play.
Shut. And kills on everything.
Faze are not giving it the time of day right now. Passive at back lobby for Rops.
Yeah, that flash slightly bounced off the wall, right? So that's why Big gets full blinded by it.
Nice.
Wonderful with the aggro. We'll deal with Rops back in the lobby at least, but you've had to make concessions to deal with this, and you've given up the yard again. And so you're flying blind right now with no knowledge as to what's happening down here at lower. Now you hear the footsteps, and you know the Faze have moved in.
I love
30 seconds.
So early. It's the
Round is on
last thing
Alexi.
Navi expect to be hunted before Faze
Gets one.
onto the bomb.
Okay.
Alexi's in dark, and the bomb
this is annoying to clear for Faze,
He's
especially
gonna
without
get
mollies.
spammed in the
GG.
corner. 2-on-3, Navi. They know they're buying next, so JL wants to give it a look in. A quick shot here will make all the difference, and it does connect. He's being flanked right now.
Come on. Timing. Sneak inside before he comes.
It's all kind of hinging on if he's able to either deal with Rain quickly before Frozen arrives, or if he has the foresight to check behind him. But I don't think he would be this late in the round. So they have to uproot Rain, and with no kill,
he considers it.
It will be the fight onto Frozen back at ramp, and Rain plays in tandem with him there.
Play that really slow, considering they're actually trying to go for it, right? Like, Ema doesn't make any... I feel like Ema has to go for the info play, run out the door, find that player. They're both clearing...
This immovable object over towards the top site, and then...
Come on.
Wonderful on the orb. Usually able to exert a good bit of control over the yard, but he's really struggled to get the ball rolling here.
Oh, Brokey, that was so
Lucky.
sexy. Imagine he killed him there.
Now no
He
Brokey's
uncrouched and
ulting, top
instantly
silos
shot bro and
drop.
crouched again.
Ramp player is already secret. So Bid's coming through with the goods. They're going to throw some util for the cross, keep the pressure on outside, but Wonderful can flash Bid if he wants. Molly's going to decide that for him. Faze just creep down to fight Bid now.
What is that?
And I do like this, because what's often happened when the wall smokes have gone in for Faze, they've sent Rain down alone. So Navi don't scramble bodies down towards lower. And Bit only now is realizing just how many players crossed behind those smokes. It's Rain and Carrigan to open up the lower play. Alexi, they've got no idea that he's here.
Schade, man.
But he takes a long routing. Instead of committing to the decon door fight, he would have had a double on a plate. No one was looking his way. And now that they've actually spotted his teammate, oh my god, him and Carrigan, they're walking into each other.
Where did he go?
They've walked right by each other, but it's just one kill. Is that enough to tempt you in for this round? The rest of his team have already written it off.
It's nice routing. He's still got Brokey backstab available, but he doesn't know that. Wow, that'll be one where you watch back and you realize just how...
Yo, what?
Easy
what is my chat right now, bro?
How available that round was for Navi, but they're gonna have to.
You want chili sauce with Döner? Wise tree with a... Yo, this is like a fever dream right now, bro. What am I reading?
Is to play around.
Such a smooth run boost for Wonderful. After throwing the molly, he gets on garage roof instantly. A Faze for taking silo spawn, you know, trying to crouch around like Brokey did last time. He would have died. But of course, Faze, one step ahead, keep it fresh, go back to the solo lurk outside.
Guys, I'm done with League. Stop.
Rain, as a result of the nades, won't
guys
regress.
are talking more about
So
League
the question
than
is, how long does
I have
Ema
thought about
wait
it in the past 24
before he
hours.
starts to flank?
I haven't thought about it once.
Ramp and they run and gun their way through.
Yeah, because Rain's so low, Faze are trying to go quickly here to make up for the fact that they don't have this outside control. And all of a sudden, they get gifted 3 kills in 3 separate fights all across the map. Alexi down at lower will withstand that first man in, but it's Wonderful Zorb. It's got to stand and deliver. Low HP on Rain. And Wonderful finally finishes this job that they started earlier on out in the yard. He's not done yet. He's
quick scope.
And Wonderful with it. 3 kills from Wonderful. He's been a non-factor in the game so far, but suddenly he delivers Navi their first round on this CT side.
Outside, I don't know, full blind, I'm not sure. Rain's talking a lot. He must have seen Alexi make that cross down. They've got Molotovs ready to go. Trying to punish Alexi on this push. He won't commit through. He's got blocking util down B. And Faze will meet him there.
Oh, Rops has snuck down the vent.
Cheeky boy.
Cheeky.
They've got no clue. Alexi is on borrowed time right now. Rops, no. Oh my god.
What? Through the pixel gap, are you kidding me?
Pixel angle for Alexi B, and Rain takes his head off.
How? He didn't see him.
Dealt with by Bit in the rotation. There's layers to this for Faze Clan, and so Brokey's able to help them out.
What is that?
It's a 3-on-3, and Navi were looking like they were going to go save there for a moment.
Insane.
They've lost so much control down towards lower for such a while now, and there's so much info for FaZe to play around. This one is a hard one to justify. They're going to see if they can get this opener. See if you can get this first kill to tee you up for the round.
GG.
Right, cool.
Man, we're not getting anything, bro.
Like you said, with FaZe, full control. They have the ramp side, they have the window. You don't even know where the other two players are if you're Navi.
I'm happy that we're up 1-0. And G2 happy too right now. Mayonnaise has time to arrive.
Adaptations for Navi.
Maybe get 5 minutes of deathmatch.
Baiting Ema outside in the previous round with that ramp pressure.
G2 elimination game right after this.
Oh no, Wonderful dies with the AWP as well.
That more players are crossing, and so we have another one of these rounds where Brokey takes that AWP onto top silo. Ima comes through with that lobby aggression. You wanted to see some more of these pushes,
nice.
And Navi offer them up here and now. Bobs and Carrigan both dead right at the top of the round. And the moves keep getting made for Navi as they drop 2 players down lower. They'll actually decide against it, bringing another backup through the vent. JL was going to commit to the drop there, but he is very much the anchor man of this top site. And so he can't afford to be out of position.
Cute M5, huh? Sorry.
Bomb is still loose. Alexi has that cross back. No way, he clears this and walks backwards here. Brokey almost connecting the wallbang. The volley will force a reposition. Pistols out. Easy closer for Brokey, but he's got to go back to reinforce that bomb pickup. Frozen's looking for more picks. He knows players feel the pressure outside, and he's got JL as he walks through the door. Brokey is still coming through.
Bit.
Nestled by Bit, who holds control of the spray. 1v2 for Brokey. Not a lot of time to do it either. Where has Bit gotten off to? He has no idea. Inside of the hut. Ring around the Rosie. Brokey on borrowed time.
We know we killed Bomb there now.
Gonna go looking into the hut for Bit. Oh, no scope connects. Okay, this is a real mental challenge now for Brokey because
15 seconds.
Ima was last
has to commit to A.
Lobby. You have no idea where he's gotten to in all this downtime.
There's no time.
10 seconds on the ramp rush?
I don't buy it.
I don't think there's time. 5, 4,
just too late.
Even I knew that. I don't explain you.
Seconds off for Brokey.
He just knows that Ema's going to be upper, but I would have thought that going
crazy.
For the fight.
But if that's our second round that we win like that, we got nothing going on.
Another try, another miss, but he'll recover.
4 rounds was enough yesterday versus Astralis.
Sure.
This is a very different beast. Still, that's all Navi can manage. A 4-on-4 now.
Ima
started to be more active at being this first man down towards
1 HP, man.
Again for Ima. 99
so
again.
So lucky. Does M4A4 do more than M4A1S? To avoid 1 HPs?
Oh, JL.
No?
Nothing worse than that. Tries to drop it and cause a bit of chaos. Ends up extending this advantage for FaZe even further.
It's so annoying.
You can just tell FaZe have the reps, right? Like so much of this is uncommunicated, just playing into their tendencies, playing into what they know. Like, sure, the recent results haven't been great on this map. They certainly struggled.
Is 1 HP happening with M4A4 too? Because M4A1S we see it all the time. You hit the fucking leg, the body, all of a sudden exactly 99, you know?
They were 5-1 on Nuke. Another event they won, beating Mouse in the final.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the backbone, the whole reason why they were in so many grand finals was because their Nuke was so good. Oh, Rain so deep with these smokes down.
Nice, Alexi. Double would be nice. Nice, Wonderful.
Swing from Wonderful Zorb. Nets them one. JL dead over in the heart as Alexi tries to move back in for a main and retake this space.
Wonderful.
From that AWP. It is just Alexi and Wonderful working in tandem right now. And they've done it all for Navi here as they shoot for a third right at the end of the half. It's just Brokey left to beat. Bomb on his back, but Bit to run into.
Brokey can clutch. Monka S.
Will he be ready for this? Last time he was robbed of the clutch attempt at time. Oh, he knows.
No crowd, Brokey.
He's letting us know. He is aware. Bit
Nice
boxed
try.
in, but finishes off Brokey as Navi pick up a third to close out their CT side
CT
on Faze's
rounds.
tried and tested nuke.
Uh-oh. Boys, it seems tough. What's this? Guys, we're running an ad stuff during the second half, potentially last half of this BO3 if Navi makes the comeback deluxe. Else we go over to Mirage. Also G2 elimination game right after this. What is this? We saw some crazy ESL movies. Let's see how great the Blast movies are. We all know they can do too.
He's aware. He's on presence and sharp as he peeks wide. No! A taste of the full English! A 1v3 from Mezzi for map point!
I'm William Merriman, also known as Mezzi. Growing up in Birmingham was fun. I think it definitely shaped me as a person growing up and being grateful for everything I had. All my family and obviously my partner is the most important people in my life.
I'm Fiona Elliston. I'm Will's girlfriend, well, fiance. Are you ready?
Oh!
We met each other back in high school. He asked me out. He started it saying, I know you're probably going to say no, but will you be my girlfriend? And I really liked him. And he's the same person, you know, 12 years later.
I just imagine with his voice.
Gaming's always been a part of my life, growing up with three brothers and a dad who also played Counter-Strike Source. Seen my dad go to like these UK lands as well and just show me that way of life. And my brothers like have that competitive side as well. You always want to be the best at whatever you do against your brothers. You're always the most annoying to play against.
If it wasn't you, it was going to be me.
Just seeing these big tournaments, these majors, it was like people are actually going to these events to spectate and to see these players perform, and I want to be that guy that's in that chair. When a team or an organisation like Vitality come in, it's like you kind of just have to say yes. It's just the start of the journey, and it's a new journey with Vitality, and now I have the team and the organisation backing us.
1, 2, 3, Vitality!
This is just the start of my path, and like my turn to try and win all these tournaments that I've participated in.
Whatever you want to do.
I see what they're trying to do. You see what they're doing? Why was I Am Dallas a movie? Stubby 2K from America in his hometown America. Crowd going crazy, we behind our screens going crazy. Last London, they make movie about the British guy. Smart! I'm invested now. Let's go. No
20
shit.
times over. That's how many times Faze said they would want to beat Navi to get revenge for that major final. Well, currently they've managed it once, and things might have started dire here on Dust 2 for Faze Clan, but it's safe to say they've recovered heading into Nuke. Their home map, as of late, has been somewhat invaded. No longer as homely as it once felt. They've at least bought the goods today versus Navi, who managed a measly 3 rounds there to close out their CT side.
Yeah,
come on, let's
it's
get
one of
the
those games
pistol.
of Carrigan's 2-9, and you didn't even realize because everything is working perfectly.
Give me that good old pistol.
Punch
Give me that big old
Faze.
pistol, bro, please.
Every fake bought by Navi. Gonna have a pistol round if this is ever gonna be a recovery for Natus Vincere. They get a man down the vent. Pops is on the hunt. This is the bomb back turn. He doesn't take the shot. He wants everything. Couldn't guarantee that kill.
Will he get it though?
3 players down lower. This is now getting awkward for Robs, and he will recover.
Tilter.
You understand, he couldn't get that clean shot on JL, but now that's allowed the plant, and Faze are playing retake.
Retake is on. No kit available. They do have
I
a
would have
smoke
loved
on
to have seen
Carrigan.
him give chase at
Carrigan
Decon
goes
door.
down.
You felt like the check was going to come in regardless because they never had secret control for Navi. So now they go chase down Rain over at ramp, and even as Frozen mops up bit, a 2v3 required from Brokey and Frozen. Alexi even backstabbing them out through Decon, and he's got the round right here in the palm of his hands. 1 kill from the captain of Navi, and that's all it takes as JL helps him out.
That's
Swinging
3
it
out
wide
of
from
4
the ramp
pistols
room.
for us.
Navi secured themselves a pistol to open up this second half.
Navi leading the pack as well when it comes to the kills alongside Wonderful and JL. Got this force of Faze, of course. And a wall of smokes denied for only a moment as Navi look to walk right by them. Faze have absolutely no clue, which means 0 lower rotations.
Is the prime sub
and
still
Navi positionally with a 5th in their pocket.
Oh, I'm not a league player, bro. Stop.
Yeah, Navi, you played this one nice and safe as well. Approaching it with the mindset that every round has a full buy in it till you know it doesn't.
Yeah. Nice little upper fake is going to keep Faze there. Rain drops. Drop from top,
Whoosh.
but Alexi won't
That was
stop.
scary.
Plant should seal this deal.
Okay. Is it possible?
This is kind of awkward. Like, you'd already written the round off a while ago, but caught leaving.
Oh.
Chat. Yesterday against Astralis.
Save here. It's just Frozen left at the end.
It was an 8-4 half on nuke.
More than the
right?
save here. Could have got one more kill.
Did we get only
Keep
4 on
Navi's
CT side?
on the edge.
Feels like that's Faze's read on the situation is that this one's going to end back on upper. I know they're the 2 down lower right now, but Brokey's not really there like through choice. He very much got forced to that rotation.
Can sit in the vent, deny the drop, come up the vent. Zeus, drop back down.
So
come up again.
Faze have certainly got the right read on where this one's ending up.
Oh god, he's gonna get a Zeus kill. Get ready.
Come on, please go.
Frozen dead immediately. Carrigan offers up some resistance. Brokey Zeus has to get involved as Carrigan's trying to hold them back from the hut.
I think he's up.
Now, but he might have gone too early. Yeah. They don't commit to this push back in main. He is getting wrapped on and Wonderful out from the heavens. Deals with Carrigan. Brokey's been spotted and now they know where the last man is. So that Zeus never gets to fire off.
Now comes the real challenge.
It did look like an upper commit.
Smokes are connecting. We have seen some mist. Even in tier 1 pro play.
Heaven.
I wonder if we're going to see Wonderful get boosted. Usually, when Navi are throwing the smokes on this timing, they play him to try and take a fight around red.
Oh, Rain the king of outside.
He does have a teammate there with him.
Yep.
He does try to go up. Yeah, that main smoke fades after. They throw that first, right?
I like
so
that
then
play.
It kind of opens up this corridor for him to duel from. Seen that one before. Rops over here, over at ramp, gonna get flashed.
Only Robin cool right now. Brokey comes us back up.
Well, managed to elude capture.
Finds
and gives
one.
time for Brokey's orb to get involved. He goes swinging back up, looking for fights, and JL ends up on the receiving end of it. They catch Wonderful crossing out in the yard.
It's gonna be
so
Mirage.
Faze, they bring out the big guns, and they're off to the races. They might lose Frozen down here at lower, but Rops has just gained control over that bomb.
What a beautiful recovery for Rops. He messes up the position on the railing and then realizes they're out. He just has to drop. That baits for Brokey. He re-aggresses off of Brokey's position, and then Alexi just comes jumping in. Rops is 10 health, makes it look easy. And Emo's just combat saving now, trying to find exits in unorthodox positions, but talk of that, Rain's got exactly the angle he needs to stop this
This new model is crazy.
So Faze, 10 rounds. All it takes is that first buy to put him in position.
Oh, well, there's one way to open it.
Yeah. I mean, our money is okay, but
the fight to the top of the silos catches Bit trying to maneuver across.
Bit from being the winning factor
Rain,
deluxe.
a second tap to follow up.
Bottom fragging on this.
And this guy is a real threat out in the yard. Wonderful will run him down eventually.
Over 3 rage.
JL's actually opened up in towards
the last
upper.
half of
Here's the reaction. Rops burning alive, gets away with a lot of damage and spots the last man standing of Alexi out in the yard. Faze have got the info and they've got the man advantage to work with. This will not be an easy task for Alexi B.
He's stalling it though, and that's forced a rotation for Brokey. He now knows Alexi could be anywhere on the map. But taking the AWP, it's going to limit his options when it comes to clearing angles. So he's hoping someone walks right into him, and Faze actually meet in the lobby. They crunch together. Very Faze to make this aggressive move. High risk, high reward. Can win the round off of it, but the position at least tells them something they didn't know. It's that Alexi is still outside. B opens up as a possibility, and Alexi can get a plant. This is not an unwinnable position for Alexi. But he has to kind of believe in his play and just go for the stick. The time is not his friend, and Brokey is starting to search even further.
10
is this going to be the undoing? No, apparently not. Missed no scope. Brokey hits his pistol win.
He's
going to be FaZe winning that crucial back-to-back rifle round that we spoke about.
Just let's go to Mirage, bro.
Kind of throw the round off that play. But, of course, he hits it. Respectable eco for Navi playing for overtime.
Yeah, Robs. Don't know. He's on for the ace. Go on, get it. Get it. It's just JL left. Go on, Robs. The nade softens up. JL denies.
Come on,
Big Brokey's there to help Robs out. A clean ramp hold from Robs.
Was so nice.
Or is it just a FaZe masterclass into a Mirage?
Sexy AK and wonderful. Fox Dignitas solo. Holy macaroni.
Carrigan looked terrified on the camera.
Triple P.
Suddenly swung from 3 places.
Come on. I believe.
He tries to play with the confidence there.
I believe.
It's all good, Carrigan. Everyone else is doing great. You just focus on telling them where to go.
GG.
It was a pretty reasonable play, considering his team were putting pressure on Ramp. He knew he had some attention taken, but Navi realized the reaction.
His camera shot was brilliant. He's so animated when he gets scared. Brokey holding on to the lobby.
Easy.
And as JL thinks he's going to get a duel versus the rifle, it's that AWP there ready to greet him, but a missed shot from Brokey boxes him in. One out of Brokey's AWP, but it's the end of the line as JL will get that trade. Robs up through heaven, Rain back in main, and Navi with a chance to completely dodge the threat, but only 2 of them make it down the vent. That's leveled the playing field.
Did he make a step?
I think he did. The ladder sounds like
AK.
it went off, so JL's going to hold for this.
What does that mean?
Rain's looked real sharp, but it's an easy angle for JL to lock that one in. So just Robs left standing, flying high after the anti-eco in the last. But he might not be able to live up to that again here and now versus these rifles in the post plant.
Robin?
Navi are not making it easy for him. Alexi's not peeking until JL takes the contact, and so Robs is going to go from fighting no one to everyone very, very quickly here. And he'll write it off. Navi have earned themselves a 7th. They keep Nuke alive that much longer.
Or you feel if
we need 5 in a row.
The ladder noise, that there's no way they're ready for such a quick flank, having seen, you know, Robs in heaven and risk ample opportunity to close out their map pick. And a reassuring look from FaZe on a map that's let them down as of late. They've reinvented.
Okay, wonderful.
In a crucial group-winning match, both these teams already qualified to the playoffs. FaZe just wanting that semi-final spot, wanting that rare day off.
Yeah, they don't get those often.
Me neither.
Still that 3rd map needed. They decide if they get one, but
what's that, Aaron?
on Nuke, a strong showing thus far as Navi having a 2nd win, but up against 12 rounds, they've got no margin for error. At least for the time being.
Oh no, poor Carrigan.
Guys,
it's really not
flawless round. It could be a miracle.
Frozen, not long for this one either. Out with the position known, they can get that A plant. Frozen's just looking to bring this gun into the next round.
In Carrigan's defense, you'd rather it here and now than on that 3rd map. He knows that from experience, so gonna get it out of the way early. Everyone else is playing good anyway.
Kids are not everything.
But the gap is starting to close, and the money's starting to run out for FaZe. You're still a little ways away from being worried. They're gonna have more rifle rounds before all is said and done.
Carrigan is the god.
But across these last couple, that kind of eagerness for FaZe to get this game over the line has come back to haunt them. Some of the aggro moves are now getting punished from Navi. And suddenly there's not much headspace between the 2 of you now.
Exit would be nice. Exit would be nice.
Oh my god, there are a lot of bodies here. Frozen's gonna die to the bomb anyway.
I'm sick of it, man. Where can you play? You have to go to the spawns. Even secret, you take damage. FaZe don't have much room for error here.
Depends on where bomb is planted. Just play it safe, no? That safe was important.
Pop. Let's see how this works for Rops. Bit was on the other side of it. Yeah, dodges it immediately. Well handled.
Damn. Sure. 3 more.
So FaZe have got 2 rifle rounds left to close this game out.
Are you worried?
A little.
Navi just T-sided.
I mean, they really are here on Nuke. That's what they've been showing us as of late.
I stopped believing it's too early. It's actually possible.
Might be glory for Rain at the end here, so probably gonna die to the bomb if he's not careful. So they're gonna give the Alexi B Mac 10 a bit of extra cash, and so yeah, this one's really starting to tighten up here.
And they do exactly that.
Here we go.
Luka Lil's no max.
Here we go.
Going for a pick. Go on.
RVP Brokey.
Oh.
-1
nearly
on
walked
Frozen.
right
Low.
into that. Tries to spam back the other way. JL's been very annoying across the last few rounds with some of these openers over at the door.
JL.
He's now taking space out in
Top
the yard.
of the leaderboard again together with Alexi.
Late wall goes in for Navi, and this
In
time walking through it, but Rain will catch it.
It was a nice try. Timing was
It's so
unfortunate.
good out in the yard at kind of piecing together what his opponent's doing, the options available, and he catches a perfect timing.
Scheiße.
Emma was very much hoping that Rain would be trapped on the other side of those smokes, or
It's
at
not
least
GG
not
yet, chat.
considering
It's
the
not
walk.
GG yet.
Even the Navi haven't looked to do that yet.
FaZe is just trying to force him into this ramp stack. They keep
Wonderful, you won the last duel against him. You can do it again. Wonderful.
An undoing, but Brokey hits
not
that quick
scored
shot as he's known. 5 on 3. This is FaZe sending us to Mirage.
It's over.
Yeah, Navi are pinned in the lobby. They've got no map control
40
anywhere else. They
seconds.
gave up outside a long time ago.
Rain
so
and Kerrigan on
they've
the
just got to
side.
battle forward here. It's really all they're left with. And the moment they do, this backstab gets involved. It gets activated. That's the bomb away from Navi.
We go to third
JL's
map
gotta
Mirage.
try and deal with this Brokey AWP, but even then, there's more.
Which I am kind of happy about.
Rops goes swinging, and it's just
because I also want G2 to win right after this in an elimination game. Munizi has more time to arrive.
FaZe Clan, that third and final map.
We may have him
waiting
during
in the
fast
wings,
map.
and there's nothing that Bit can do about it.
I still want Navi
It might
to
have
win
got
here,
a
though.
little nerve-wracking as we continue down the stretch, but eventually FaZe are good to lock in Nuke and keep this series and the semi-final dream alive.
Let's get it. Pistol, very important.
Straight into this one then. In
Guys,
time's gone by for FaZe victory.
I checked my phone while I was taking a rejuicer, and I'm getting mixed feedback whether my Onizi will make it or not. One guy is saying it's a 1 hour taxi ride to the OVO arena. He's not gonna make it. The other guy says he will barely make it. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
As wild as that is to say,
it will be
he's
cinema
got a
after
pretty
this.
good track record here on Mirage. Rain's been having a good series
need a
thus
bit
far, but
masterclass.
it's just the one and done with Rops hitting the ground running. This could be a promising sign for FaZe moving forward. JL's going to deal with him. So the game's afoot now for Navi.
JL can turn into a 1v5
over the A
beast
site, but
if
that
he's
bomb
feeling
is
it.
still dropped up in the apartments.
Yeah, they want to play objective, but the pressure's being put on for FaZe. They can't cross safely back into that palace. Window player dropping in middle, grouping for this con fight. Alexi, no armor, getting tagged up.
JL needs the
may
ace.
get that bomb, but he's got a 1v3 ace to embark upon.
Yeah, but where are the kills from the others?
Nice shots out of the USPs of
Nice
FaZe
try.
to find that first pistol.
9. Keep your head up, King.
Hurts.
That's not good. No regrets. Lock in. Chad, I thought about adding walnuts on top, but I would have missed the pistol. Did I fuck up by not adding walnuts? I mean, the pistol we lost. Scheiße. Walnut on salad is crazy. Yo, how did my mom make this dressing? It's amazing.
Yeah, the longer they take, the more utils getting used, right, with each passing second. Also gives you some time to plan
has to be
ahead,
some honey in this
start to
bitch.
look towards that next round when the guns come out.
Oh, misclick, sorry. That's my bad. Whoops.
So as Navi tiptoe up through lower, they're going to go right in to old mate Rops and Brokey. That twosome that opened up the pistol with double kills apiece. Gonna be the ones they meet over here in middle. As Rops moving in to make quick work of this, and it's back-to-back 2Ks for Rops and Brokey to open up Mirage.
When for Faze to finally undo their group stage woes.
And to do it over Navi, no less.
Feel good. Mid-take coming in for Navi, delayed off of the window smoke, and they come fast up catwalk looking for a B split perhaps. Robs catches that timing on the break.
Nice.
He's going to find a 5-on-4 and get out scot-free. Karrigan is alone at the B bomb site, but they walk through the smoke.
Robs is a beast right now.
Not there in time to save the day. Brokey even gets out from his rotation to the back of the bomb site. He was clinical with it. 2 swift shots out of Brokey. Leaves Wonderful in the clutch. He started strong, but needs to go on.
He needs
Wonderful
the ace.
finds 2 sprays. He's looking for the ace.
Oh my god!
Wonderful!
4 bullets.
Just 1 left to find. It's frozen.
Has the bomb, can still go back towards
a
A.
whole minute to
now
play
it's mind
with.
games.
Wonderful, not feeling the pressure from the clock here. He's got hot hands. Maybe enough to melt Frozen, who lies in wait back at bench. Goes unaccounted for, dropping in.
Frozen
He should be a dead man. Frozen
He
doesn't
peeks.
play right away, swings out later and puts a stop to
I'd punch my
Wonderful's
monitor.
clutch attempt. 4 kills on his way to the ace clutch, but couldn't stop Frozen.
It's 13-0, $1,000 giveaway.
Nice try for Wonderful, but Faze go off to their strong CT start yet again.
I think that, honestly, if you're Faze, that kind of serves as a very poignant reminder early on. Don't give these guys more chances. And give them those sorts of opportunities. You at least win it out and you stop yourself from getting 1v4'd.
It's an expensive lesson, but it's one worth learning.
Quick spill over through the B apartments, looking to get mopped up here, but Wonderful still feeling it after that last round. Karrigan, can he put a stop to them? Robs is coming along, helping out. Wonderful's trying to do it again. Wonderful is a solo one-man army right now for
3 kills from
Navi.
Wonderful onto the ace.
3 kills on his way to another attempt at the ace clutch. Is the second time the charm for Wonderful. No, he's cut down by Rain.
But where's the rest of the team?
You've never seen this start like this.
It's the AWP out in this rifle round. Drop down lower as well, so I think Faze like to do a lot. We saw them, especially EPL, do double lower. It was often Brokey and Robs dropping together. This time it's just Frozen. And now he's trapped. There's nothing worse to just give. Oh, he swapped! He had that kill. Dead to right. He swaps off of the gun. And Ema finds that opening kill. There is still revenge from Rain. And in the middle, Robs fights for his life. Blinded is Wonderful. He gets back in. JL, nice entry onto Rain. There's still so many more in connector, and that is the call. But Robs has pushed all the way to the top of mid, and he has found the gap. Fear is they still think it's A because of JL.
Would it be weird to drink the dressing?
Which way does Robs flank? Yeah, you can't blame them. A misread for Faze, and Karrigan's even...
You say misread, but like with JL being here, that is a huge asset to Navi.
Yeah, they're coming under, you're right.
And so it makes some sense that they would want to try and rejoin.
It was tomato juice and dressing. It was watered down.
Yeah, I'm actually glad, not just for the low HP AWP, but give Wonderful the rifle right now. He's feeling it. And Robs, this is awkward, but he might still find JL in the open.
You know what might happen? In the most awkward ways, they made this decision to rotate at the last possible second, but JL...
Tomatoes can be an S-tier
swings out and
vegetable.
in at the ramp.
It really depends on what type of tomato, though.
All the way through mid, but they don't get past Brokey's AWP. So
they're very different.
Just JL left to finish what he started. First the AWP, then the rifle. Got to deal with them both. It's Karrigan left to clutch, and JL's got his number on the angle. He might have won enough time.
JL,
just
please
makes it into the
do it
site.
for me.
And with second left to spare, JL gets that bomb planted. He is operating on some
Habibi,
small margins right now. Is JL? Can he best
10
Karrigan
HP. You win this, bro.
Navi
You win this. You win the mind games. You are smarter.
Side.
You're stronger. You're faster.
JL. Can he do what Wonderful couldn't?
8 bullets.
Deliver around.
No,
it's just robbed away as Karrigan stands his ground in the clutch.
For Karrigan, he fakes his steps.
Keep your temper, you got this.
The other. JL even outreads that call. Molly into HE on the smoke. They really wanted to force that top mid kill. They may now not know that Alexi's late playing this, but that smoke fade almost lets him down. He catches Frozen aggressive.
Karrigan pushes the smoke. Nah. We know. We
didn't see him.
Refrag.
And he might even live to tell the tale.
Why?
He gets out. They blow the smoke open.
Late
he
but
didn't look
nice.
super ready for
3 on
it, but
3.
Rain was.
Ema's gun model Actually
Bang.
let him down there.
Wait,
the
not
body.
bang! Man, wrong team, wrong team. I didn't mean to, bro.
No one knows.
Oh, this is awkward.
No one knows.
Oh, it's going to favor Ray.
Okay.
He's thinking, why was Bit checking there?
Why was
Just
so unlucky?
Alexi cracks his knuckles. He's seen everyone attempt to clutch so far. It's his turn.
Bit
He's
is
walking
0
into
and
this double
6.
stack over at B.
He
Not the two you want
won
to run into either.
on-
Brokey and
that's
Rops
too
both
fast.
here.
was very silent on Nuke.
And so
we
it might
can't have
finally
this
be a bit of a cleaner
inconsistency
round
right
for
now.
FaZe
Bit,
Clan.
you know you can do better. Lock in.
Yeah, he thinks he's played Van, and Rob's just
6-0 if I'm losing a
swings
rack.
out little bit
Scheiße.
wider.
And I hope the mind games
Perfect
are not there.
timing.
JL watches. He knows that every time 13-0,000 like
So
giveaway.
awkward under
Lock in, bro. Lock in,
the
lock in, lock
smoke.
in.
Carriage.
It's not like the usual star-studded performance you need to lock in the wins from them. They're at least looking good to open this up. But no one else has really come into their own yet. Bit, very quiet game, especially when you think about how he started this series. He's 0-6.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And Alexi both there alongside him with just one kill. All the output has had to come from individuals right now,
Where
and those
is
individuals
everyone?
are JL and Wonderful.
Where is
one of whom
everyone?
is already dead to open up this round. So a big problem for Navi.
Nice, Imme, nice.
Is it his turn?
Imme.
Is it his turn for the big round?
Nice
Dead
bit.
in the meantime.
First kill.
It gets on the board
Please
as
be
well.
activated now. Come on. Let's build on
So
this.
this one still has legs on it. That flash blinded everyone. Real opportunity there,
Oh,
but
what?
it's given
So
enough
lucky.
time for Brokey's orb to move over. Smoke blowing wide, and it's actually Brokey to lock in that kill.
It's on for the ace. And he's going to get it. If Wonderful crosses down on ramp. Brokey holds the flank.
We have the bomb.
Faze, close rounds, but this would be their cleanest yet. Looking for the 7-0
Brokey has
lead.
14
Wonderful
kills. He
steps
is
made.
acing this
Brokey
round.
misses, but he's going to go back for more off the pistol
Ace.
and take that ace for Faze. Brokey ain't missing today.
Come on.
Fine
I need
by
something,
him.
bro.
Yeah, he's not going to take your advice. Straight out through the window. And with the game Brokey's having, he wants to take as many fights as he can. And with that means taking a few risks.
Alexi, be my
Down
G.
the com play for now. That's something that Navi could look for a little later.
Minus
Nade
49.
damage onto Imma.
That's not nice. Oh, man. Dude, if I lose
Imma's
$1,000
called the bluff
here.
on the con smoke,
I
and
just-
that's
I
given them
wanna
a
win.
real advanced position over here on A. Missed shot from Wonderful, but
Alexi got him.
Alexi's good to lock it in regardless. Brokey's AWP finds itself back towards CT.
Hope everyone is doing
He
good.
needs
Shut
Ray
up.
to win this fight at ramp because now he can't help
Nice
out
shell.
for the con push, and so Brokey's left as the lone defender of this A site. His teammates miles away as Carrigan gets involved,
Carrigan
but his
RVP.
fate remains unchanged. It might be more of these apps lurks that deal with Carrigan. Bit coming in
Yeah.
late.
Oh,
And
that
all
would have been
habits
such a
die
shelter.
hard for Carrigan as he falls to the backstab from Bit.
Get the exits.
It's trying to contain, trying to stop them from saving, but a player actually got through
Chat.
his Molotov already.
Economy
Frozen could have this
not built up on
exit
FaZe Clan.
kill as he tries to save an orb for Wonderful. Oh, check for Bit, but
Maybe we
Frozen
can still
deals.
squeeze out 5.
Brokey just waiting
4.
for those exit kills in spawn. Not today.
It's a good thing Frozen killed that AWP earlier, right?
Yeah, he needs to take it now.
Especially
Nice,
how
no
cash strapped
giveaway.
these
I
rounds
mean,
have been.
sorry guys, no giveaway.
Only way they were going to have it is if they save that one. And so Frozen getting it back was a big deal. Navi are finally on the board.
Navi are right on the tip of making this a fine T-side.
Boing,
5 rounds,
boing,
especially with
boing.
how this game began, you wouldn't turn your nose up at that.
You're telling yourself, there's no way I die doing that. So he just plays the chess game of util over in the apartments.
Come on.
Teeing up for the A hit right now, and Navi. Smoke lands over in window. And that's not to facilitate Alexi, it's Ema coming in through lower, who's going to try and take this composition away, but Robs edges the smoke, plays behind it still. Ima's going to
Nice,
find him on
Ima.
the opener. Brokey flashed
5-4,
off.
we need to
He's
kill
really gonna
Brokey.
keep his wits about him here.
Nice.
Rams
Nice!
Wonderful holds the line. Are they ready for rain? Up on top of Palace, he'll go unchecked, but fires off early, and it's a quick turnaround as Navi chain together too. Now they're getting to capitalize on all that early damage they did
and I
right
think
off the top of the half.
Yeah, I think this half is
no
a great example
dinero
of how you just never give up, right? Like, scoreline doesn't...
And he's right. Let's lock in, guys. Let's make this happen. Come on.
Alexi knows it.
Yes, Alexi. Holy shit.
Catwalk with barely a window
Pistons
smoke.
only. We broke their money.
Late. Or rather, he arrives early. Navi right on time for a 5-round T-half.
Let's make it flawless for the confidence, Deluxe.
Entering every which way.
Yes, my cousin. Oh,
One kill.
Roki is such a
no
beast.
more.
7-4. Guys, 7-5, and then on CT
this
side.
This is the round right now that decides, is this a dominant half for Faze?
Navi really have closed this gap up and have a fighting chance here on Mirage. These are the rounds they've been playing for. This is the moment they've been waiting for. And they're going to lean over towards Carrigan's
low money on the last
site.
Perfect call. Does JL have multiple smokes here, I wonder? Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to throw this exec. Hope he can catch a gap. The issue
it's
is
a fake Deluxe chat. Look minimap.
If he doesn't panic rotate,
Brokey
Carrigan gets his jump spot. They're going to be able
That's
to
the guy who's
really
1v5ing right now. Come on, this is very winnable.
Right now. Carrigan just
a 4v3 on site. And Brokey isn't there. Lock in, guys.
Back of short. Carrigan
nice, Emma.
Nothing but his own
Rob's
life.
flank.
It's Ema with a double entry. Robs gets that kill, and the
okay,
retake is on.
That's a really nice ball from Rain.
Bombs in apps.
Oh no, yeah, and Robs was able to uproot the bomb. That was on Wonderful right at the back.
Oh, wow.
Yes!
Emma and Bit chain together kills, but they still got to go back and get this bomb away from Robs.
Oh, hot friend.
He shouldn't be aware of it.
I don't think he is.
He's saving for the last.
Unless he's making some really long rotation, hoping they take time, but
here we go.
Navi keeping us guessing, keeping Faze stressing, and there's Wonderful with the opening kill.
Need this fifth. And it's so possible. Look at the buy. Nice, JL.
Yeah, Brokey dead as well, even though the second rifle rotates in of Robs. It's just the one and done, and he needed to provide so much more.
Wonderful tilt and even the momentum.
Some blinders with his scout on Dust 2 to start this series, but no follow-up here and now as Navi chain together
5 in a row
to close out this half and recover their T side.
Are
they even playing it OVO right now?
Navi are going to have extremely
maybe
quick
somewhere else, I just realized.
Based on this setup. Not even a B player in sight. 2 in sight, in fact. Alexi
and maybe right next to
behind a triple box waiting for them to appear. The deep smokes will not deny Navi's fight in this site. Carrigan gets his entry, but Alexi's waiting for the time to strike. Back's turned. Can't
He's
hit
going for knife, lol.
Foul. He will finish the job. And Bomb makes it down
alive.
for now. There's a
team kills Wonderful.
Madness, and Navi are going to pay the price.
Oh, he will regret this so much. No regrets. You win this round, brother. I know you can!
Oh, he will! JL!
Sexy beast.
Emma.
Scheiße!
Left, but Frozen cooks up the reply. 2 quick kills to respond to Navi.
Once again, a very tough situation where Faze are going to take that early half
That
lead
round was so important.
Comebacks on comebacks here for Natus Vincia.
Navi. Faze greater than Navi.
Shush.
Passed up through Con. Carrigan leads the charge. Rookie's making that AWP money, and Carrigan's going to go hunting for some of his own. Quick 2K from his Mag 10, and so pretty clean round by all measures here for Faze. Only up against the USPs. There wasn't much danger.
Cool.
Brokey.
Like that. This is a game-deciding round right here, Chad. JL.
No, I mean, it has to start right away. Right? They have to put
everyone else as well. Come on, I need more bit. I need more. You can't just play well on one map.
That nearly, but not quite start that they had in the first half. They need the heat from the get-go.
Nice, Emma.
So they'll set fire in over in middle. Carrigan falls alongside him, and there's just one man left in the lanes, but not for long as JL hounds him down. That's more like it for Navi. Bomb under their control. The bonus round for Faze lost to the wayside. Robson Frozen doing some damage here. Would be lovely. They've got to think about their own money as well.
M for A4.
We got this.
Yeah.
It is so taken by Navi. This late swing out from behind the boxes. JL
Wonderful,
playing
wonderful,
a
wonderful, wonderful,
wonderful.
wonderful.
He takes the attention, and then JL gets involved, and it works brilliantly.
Broke very quick.
Very important round.
Tech 9s and Orb. A bit of a mixed match by Frozen through the smoke. Just spams JL. Somehow they go 2 for 1 in middle.
And it's 2 of our fraggers.
Rain coming out from under could put a lot of pressure. Wonderful's aware of it. He's back off towards the catwalk. Try and find his underpick. Rain almost gives it away. Maintaining the man advantage for now. And a re-smoke to deny info is perfectly timed as Faze just walk the walk into that B-bomb
Wonderful,
site.
Madrilla.
Oh, this is so
Wonderful,
awkward
yes.
for Rain. He can't
Clean,
get out
bro.
of dodge. And Wonderful now given room to
Could
get
be
back
another
to the
wonderful
bomb site
1v5 round.
just in time.
Yeah, Rain dying there causes you big problems,
It's on
right?
the right
he was
side.
trying to keep the pressure on over in mid, but Navi just launched a
We have no
successful
utility to relay
mid-retake,
this.
and so they know it's clear.
Alexi is
Not only
flanking.
Wonderful
Nice,
here, but
Wonderful.
Alexi's flanking
3
in through
kills from
lower.
Wonderful.
And he's
We
gonna
have to
great
win this.
timing on this backstab.
Oh, Brokey's dead.
Should be a free kill. Surely
Drops
not.
off into the
Surely
safety
he
of the
won't
van.
consider this.
With Bit finding the kill from short, Brokey's got to reposition, tries to get this trade. That takes his eye off the apartments, and so Alexi gets there just in time.
Wonderful triple kill.
Brokey never even gets to fire a shot, and that orb that...
That's behind now, and that's going to get closer quick. Just pistols for Faze. It's been quite a series, a competitive series. 2 more one-sided maps. Finalizing in a very back-and-forth Mirage decider.
1 HP Frozen, are you fucking kidding me?
I say that now, we still do have to convert this anti-eco.
If he gets a kill or gives them a refrag because of 1 HP, I'm gonna snap.
It's Alexi. B's in the name. He sits on his site.
Pixel.
And Wonderful will give him that forewarning and should take a scalp with
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, man.
First man makes it across, but Rops ain't so lucky. Carrigan's the one that's actually made it into B, and even then he's been spotted.
If
now
Frozen
dealt
wins
with
this, I give away $1 million.
nice
Nice
from short.
Underpass smokes makes it pretty obvious, so Carrigan should be making that call. But Faze pretty limited on util. Rain's still got a Molotov if he wants to get it under. Ima playing with fire. They just go through the last thing you expect. Carrigan running that
he's playing
smoke.
with fire, and it's super effective.
That is madness.
I told you, bro.
Not sure what Navi were hoping for there.
I don't think he goes through if Ima doesn't jump.
Wonderful.
But he hears the jump of like him moving away, and then it's free real estate at that point.
So
Carrigan gives them a taste of their own medicine. It's not nice when someone comes lurking out through a smoke and shoots you in the back, is it? Wonderful tries to take up this position over at Khan, and he's going to spot one.
Come on, one more.
Carrigan
Yes!
Too wide.
That's good.
Big double for Wonderful, and Bit even barrels out through the window. Brokey's got to have eyes in the back of his head, and he doesn't. It's just Rops left standing here as Navi are about to tie this up from 0-7 down. They look to bring the scoreline back to 9-all.
Holy shit.
And break Faze's money again, leaving themselves firmly in the driver's seat
what
of
a
this
game,
one.
though.
Unless Rops can do the impossible.
Wonderful is beast mode right now.
JL, but he can't catch him on the swing.
Here we go.
They flank. They're getting so much
Carrigan
information,
scout,
so
rest
many
pistols.
fights
It's a low buy.
at the bottom of mid right now.
There is Kevlar though. They get some kills, retrieve some rifles. This is a dodgy round.
It's been a marvel.
He's always liked it.
Oh no.
And this is why.
Yeah. 9! Oh, how is that
the
only
take
1?
through lower. Now JL's
So much
looking
info
to throw
though.
his hat into the ring. I don't know about this. This
They
could
did
get
scavenge
weird.
an M4 on Robs.
No one's looking at it. This might be free. Oh, Ray
What?
just down back in time. A 4v2. A gift for FaZe Clan.
You've lost your whole round in mid. You may as well keep sending it, right? But still holding on to window.
We gotta look at the positive side. We have money for the next round.
And I think this all starts with Carrigan besting top of the board. Wonderful with a scout in the scout
it's okay.
V-Orb
It's
head
okay.
to head in middle.
The smoke walks for Faze.
We just
the
won?
most obnoxious thing.
What?
I mean, Navi must be just kicking themselves.
7-0.
The second they look away from a smoke, Faze are walking through it. A frustrating
We are
way
9-3
to be
right
losing
now.
these fights.
In the past 12 rounds.
And yeah, that is a
if we continue
opening kill for Carrigan.
We win.
Onto the top. He's got the AWP back out now on this T side.
Wonderful RVP, that's a winning factor.
And I mean, the only other time you've
Kids
seen
on
him with the
all
AWP
players,
was in
we
a
are rich.
low-buy round where it was a mishmash of pistols around Galil's. So now he actually has teammates that are armed and ready to go around him. Let's see if that can be a difference maker. Wonderful wants to be involved early, taking this AWP.
Wonderful.
Up into the top of mid.
Kind of has to commit because no one's watching his lower right now. There we go. JL climbs over.
Nice.
To cover his back.
Oh, what a shot. Those are not easy to...
Wonderful makes it look so simple.
Little shaky wrist, and he gets out of there 5-on-4ing Faze. And this is now very spread for Faze. 2 players towards B and under. Carrigan even curious about potential rapid push. That's a nice molly for Brokey. Can he catch the kill? Alexi drops off. The flames actually elude vision. Damage worth taking for Alexi. He survives in the B site. They've got to be careful. Going for info.
50 seconds.
Oh my god. What?
We need stuff like that right now.
He's waiting for something like that. He's waiting for that sort of move. Big gets the info and then ruins his day. And so the reply might be swift from Navi. It starts with Wonderful roaming into the top of middle.
We're not giving them anything.
Extended it even further with a really cheeky wallbang.
Yeah,
now
going even for the double scope protection.
Let's go. Feeling the Wonderful AWP looking to rob you of a round. Carrigan once more bests him in the head-to-head.
JL.
But surely they can't
Great
take
damage.
It any
Well done.
As Navi claps upon Faze to tie us up once more.
This is once again a game deciding round.
The rounds are really close, and that's sort of what gave a real helping hand for the game to come back. But for Faze, who are
both
in it,
teams
who are
fully
in
invested.
The mud right now.
Navi has some economy build up. Faze does not.
This game felt like it was theirs for the taking.
But they have the lost bonus to
meanwhile, they've had answers all throughout that initial 7-0 beginning.
Nice,
and they're going to look to continue. Carrigan dead first. Rain with a reply at least.
Yeah.
But no good deed going unpunished here. This time it's
who the hell rocks that default AK?
Extremely influential. He's had the head-to-head v Carrigan numerous times on both halves in connector.
At least rent the fucking inheritance or something.
Lead in that fight as well on this CT side. Swings over stairs to take 2.
Minute remaining.
And this old Mal's mishmash is gone. Rob's very late. If he actually wants to have impact in this round, he can't sit still in T-Spawn. No one is taking control on the A side. It's
That's the quickest flank ever.
Timing is everything.
Will he get timed off by Rob
still?
I don't think so.
But his B entry.
Actually, yes, he will.
Integral. There's that spot. Ema gets the damage. He just departs.
I take it. Imagine he waited there. He would have just gotten killed by Robs.
Still, he is the only man here. Everyone else is very, very far away, but he's got a 1v1 for the round, essentially. If he can find Brokey, oh, that's an awkward miss.
Guys,
that was happening right there, and it all hinged on Brokey flushing out Alexi B. Rops never even gets a chance to get involved.
That fadeaway smoke made him so paranoid that Ema was still holding this flank, but Ema never knew where Rops was.
Please, bro, I don't want to jinx it, but last map, I already I was about to give up.
I'm loving how
this
much
is why you never give up.
Game.
When things look tough, you are up all of a sudden. You're the lowest of the low.
Rounds right in that 5-round comeback.
You bounce back.
And now on CT side, best in Carrigan.
Looking
on the back of Rops, the only light in the tunnel here. He's often been away from the action, often hoping to punish players in rotation or getting aggressive, but those opportunities have never arrived. So it's the B rush, the B pop.
Oh, how did he kill that second?
Offers up that quick double to slow the roll of Faze. And make this round super unlikely now.
We're going to have 2 match points.
They were hoping they could knock down the doors of that B site and be onto a winner. It has not gone their way.
Now it's just a freestyle for Faze. They've got no lines to learn. Doing it off the dome.
I can't believe it. I'm so fucking happy.
Have players still spread across the entire map. It's a bit of a gap found for Rain, but it's
nice
one that will be
AK.
communicated. Look at Ema holding that murder hole back from CT. Beckoning trap of Navi.
If Rain starts to fuck up and accidentally jump, you know.
But it's got to do so much more. Solo player at the B bomb site. Frozen puts the pressure on. Alexi not going to get caught just yet. Brokey will take some space. Got to make it audible to get down out of the balcony. Alexi not walking into his crosshair just yet. Brokey makes that noise. Now full info for Navi. 30 seconds. Fake comes in. Alexi buys it. Frozen sells it, taking down Ema. And Alexi hides inside of the smoke. They should know. They lose track. Frozen 1v3. 20 seconds. There shouldn't be a way in. And Wonderful makes sure of it. Navi from 7-0 down sit on match point for the semi-finals here at Spring Finals.
Those semi-finals. A strong start for FaZe means nothing if it falls apart in the end.
As a team, bro.
Aggressive out through middle, catches Carrigan unawares. Rain and Brokey.
Wonderful still alive.
Well, at least keep FaZe looking pretty.
General Alexi as well, come on.
They just give you the extra spur momentum, those extra bonus rounds.
There it is!
Coming with Wonderful, be their undoing.
No refrag inside, it's a 3v3.
He has been the guy since the start, since the dawn of Mirage, to try keep the fires lit for Navi. And in the dying lights of this map, he's still very much shining. 25 and 16.
It could end anywhere. JL.
And constantly staying mobile on that
Gaining
AWP.
tons of information here.
Look, JL's getting aggressive here. If Rain
can somewhat call off A, it's very unlikely now.
So much for FaZe Clan. JL hangs around this, and JL wins it.
Was so important.
That could have been their diamond in the rough. That could have been their...
Else it would have been a free A for them.
Finding a way to long this game out, but now the hope rests with Frozen and Brokey.
Alexi.
Wonderful's backing up his captain. They can hear Brokey moving into window.
Bad timing, but that's fine. We hear that, right?
Backstab. Wonderful catches Brokey looking the wrong way, and Frozen just doesn't have the time. 20 seconds as he moves out through CT. There's no world. There's no way. And Navi from 0-7 down have managed the
Jail to finish. Jail to finish.
Bang! Spot in the semi-finals, and it's spearheaded with a lights-out performance from Wonderful.